Hey, what is up, YouTube? This is DEFCON 3 Security coming at you from somewhere here on Spaceship Earth. This is video number 2 of the day. I might even have like a 3 and 4 tonight. I'm just going through questions that seem to pop up a lot, and they're going to take the opportunity to answer them. So this other question comes from Alan Moyle. He says, he says in one of my videos he saw that I carry a pepper spray, a firearm, handcuffs, taser, but he says you don't carry a baton, or do you? And the truth is, I've mentioned this in a couple of other videos, but I'll make it clear. We'll make this one specific to batons. The answer is no, I do not carry a baton, and there's a number of reasons for that. The number one reason is it puts me too close to my assailant, right? So if I've got somebody that is a threat, my gun can probably lay them out at 100 feet or more. If they're shooting at me, I've got that huge spread. If they come within 25 feet of me, I can use my taser, right? The taser has a 25-foot range. I can immobilize them right there. If they come within 10 to 15 feet of me, I have my pepper spray or pepper gel, and we can stop them right there. If they are 50 feet away from me, I can utilize my voice and yell, hey, stop right there, don't move. And they may stop. So all of these things are keeping a distance between me and the assailant. If you look at any sort of like criminal law documentaries, you'll see that most incidences where a gun is fired happens within 10 to 15 feet of you, right? A lot of times you think, oh, if the gun ever comes out, the person was like 100 feet away and you guys get into some sort of shootout. That's generally not the case. Usually a person is right in your face. You guys are arguing. Boom, they pull out a gun and it's game over. So having said that, I don't like being too close to the person that I'm trying to de-escalate or having some sort of confrontation with. A baton brings you face to face with that person. I do not want to have a very close quarter interaction with that person. I don't know their skill set. Man, this guy could be like a UFC fighter and just clock me and I wouldn't even know it. I'd wake up, I was going to say I'd wake up dead, right? No, I would wake up and be knocked out and have all my gear missing or wallet stolen or dead for that matter, right? You don't want to get close to a person because they can totally catch you off guard. I've had some crazy people get real close to me, and I don't like that. I usually say, hey, bro, can you give me some space? And they will just flip out, man. They'll be like cool for 1 second. The drugs kick in, and next thing you know, they start swinging. I'm like, whoa, 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 right? So I don't let people get close to me. A baton brings me close to the person, and I don't want that. The other thing is, to me, it's not just to me, but it's just physics. A baton is a deadly weapon, dude. Now, as you go through the training of a baton, you learn that, hey, you're supposed to hit him in the arm, you're supposed to hit him in the leg, never in the head. Well, let's just say that in the heat of excitement, you know, the guy's coming at you and he's swinging and you try to hit his arm and you, bam, you hit him in the head and he's dead. You basically just utilized a deadly weapon. A baton is a deadly weapon. I don't think a taser is a deadly weapon or made to be a deadly weapon. Pepper spray is not made to be a deadly weapon. Sure, things can happen. People can have a heart attack after you tase them, or people can possibly die from not breathing correctly, or have some sort of asthma attack because of the pepper spray. And you know, if you went to court with that, you could say, you know, I did not intend to kill the person. The weapon didn't work as promised. The pepper spray, I mean, I had no clue the person was going to stop breathing, and that's the truth. It's not made to stop your breathing, but, you know, and the court might side with you and say, well, you know, this guy did not intentionally. But with a baton, if you hit somebody in the head with it and you crack their skull open and they're dead, how are you going to say, well, I didn't think it was going to kill him. I didn't think it was a deadly weapon, because the bottom line, it is, man. If you hit somebody with that hard pipe-like object, you will kill them. You know, now, again, you're not supposed to hit him in the head. You're supposed to hit him in the arm or the leg. So let's say you got some big dude coming at you, right? I'd say I'm about 5'9", 5'10". Imagine if some 6'4" dude former boxer comes at me and I bust out my baton, right? Now I've got my firearm, I've got my taser, I've got my pepper spray, but no, I want to bust out my baton, which doesn't make sense. He comes at me, I swing at his shoulder and hit him hella hard, crack him in the shoulder. What do you think he's just going to be like, ouch, and back down? No way, dude. I hit him in the shoulder. It's just going to make his blood pressure go that much higher. He's going to be pissed off. He's going to take his other arm and just swing at me, and I am done, right? I consider myself to be a pretty fit person and capable of handling myself, but there is no guarantee, man. You don't know the skill set of somebody. Somebody could be a boxer or an MMA fighter or you name it, and they just knock you out. Again, I don't want to be that close to a person. And last, if you have a baton, right, gosh, it doesn't necessarily look good in court. The more weapons you have, the greater the worse the case is against you if you do use your firearm. So if I pulled out my firearm and shot at somebody, they're going to say, well, why didn't you use your taser? Why didn't you? And you'll say, well, I didn't use my taser because the guy had a heavy jacket on. I didn't think it would work. Okay, well, why didn't you use your pepper spray? Well, because the wind was blowing toward me and it would have gotten in my face. Okay, well, why didn't you use your baton? And you'd say, well, good question. I don't know why I didn't use it. So the more gear you have on you, the more questions they're going to ask. You know, if you go to court for shooting somebody, they're going to say, well, why didn't, you use that first? So in some regards, it could put you in a bad spot. Now, granted, you never use your weapon unless your life is on the line. But again, it will just make your day in court that much harder. But the bottom line is I don't carry a baton because I am afraid to be that close to somebody. I do not trust what they can do to me. I'm not claiming to be the best fighter in the world or being able to defend myself against everybody. But when I do follow the basic rules of security and keeping that distance and utilizing the tools that I have on me, it does maximize the chance of me surviving. So a baton, no way. The only thing a baton I think is good for is busting a car window if you had a dog or an elderly person stuck in there. But then again, your flashlight can do just that. So anyways, I hope that answered your question. I personally don't carry them. I know other folks do and they love them. It's just not my thing. And, you asked my opinion on it, and that is it. All it is an opinion. I'm not an expert really in any of this. I just tell you what my, my basic experience, basically. All right. So anyways, guys, know your value, know your worth. Look out for my next video. Above all, be safe.